Gratitude is a way to bring our emotions up and up and up, right? In fact, gratitude is a way to actively think of positive moments with a person or a place or a thing so that you can actually be happy with that person or that interaction that you had with that place, thing, or person. So on one side, it is dropping the difference. On the other side, because you're finding positive in the people, we might have differences, but when you try to find positive, then you are able to express gratitude for that. Nerve cells that wire together, that fire together, wire together. And then brain, another science thing is that use it or lose it. Two things. When we are repeating a set of activities against a clear intent, the intent in our case is that I want to be a better version of myself. I'm healing myself deeply. I'm becoming greater than what I am today. I'm going to be of greatest help to people around me. We all can find ourselves in any of these three aspects, right? Based on where we are in our body, based on where we are in our life. Either we are deeply looking to be healed, physically, mentally, or we're looking to become greater and greater, move into greatness, more successful, or we're looking to become the best help for everybody. Because we had seen it, we want to help others, we recognize that that's the way we can gain more and more happiness. And we set that intent around these things. And then we start doing this gratitude every day. We're automatically healing. We're automatically moving our mind to start accessing areas that it is not accessed before. And so cells that fire together, wire together, so we keep on making it stronger and stronger. Whereas cells that you don't access, they'll slowly die. Use it or lose it. So now, and we start doing it regularly, then our old programs about that frustrating event with a person whom now you are forgiving and then expressing gratitude, the old memories, that because you no longer fire them, then they go away. Slowly, they have to die. And we slowly reprogram ourselves. So gratitude is one of the powerful tool that we have at our disposal very, very easily to start expressing. Meditation is a foundational tool to become aware so that we can put our attention on what we intend to be. And then this meditation, of course, is helping us to be tuning into this unlimited potential and possibility. Happy evening, dear friends and masters. A great morning and afternoon. We are talking about spiritual intelligence. Practices like gratitude, heart elevation, I think these are constantly keeping us in that positive coherence state. The greatest spiritual practice. The greatest spiritual practice. If you understand the science, then you don't really have to go to, some special Himalayan place and be there. You just have to be in coherent state. Simple gratitude, simple elevation.
simple, being in nature. This morning, Amitav was talking about being in the company of people. So, in our pursuit of meditation, in our pursuit of excellence, to ourselves, yogaha karmasu kaushalam, means through yoga, through meditation, all our activities become very, very efficient, the most perfect. They become very perfect. The activities become very perfect. It's from Bhagavad Gita. Yoga is meditation. Through meditation, all our activities become perfect. So in our pursuit for excellence. So in fact, Buddha's tagline is excellence through meditation. In our pursuit for excellence, we will meet a lot of people. Now, the way we interact is different now. Now earlier we were materially either enriched or okay. Somewhere we had a material state, but we have a spiritual state now. Now we possess a spiritual state. There is a body state, there is a matter state, but we have an energy state now. So everybody that we meet, the way we act and interact must change. We're seeking further excellence because everything is happening not just by randomness. Everything is happening by meaningful coincidence. When we deeply understand that the people that I've passed through in my life, and particularly those you connect with, and there is a good reason of why they're coming into your life. And so our way of now responding, reacting, handling, talking, interacting with them must change. So all people we classify, everybody, either they are, with respect to you, either they are materially rich or materially poor on one side. They are spiritually rich and spiritually poor on another side. Spirituality means we're talking about dealing with the science of this energy. We're not talking about religion, right? Either they're materially rich or they're spiritually rich or meditation-wise rich. Or they're materially not so great with respect to you, or they're spiritually not there. So what do we do when we meet people? When somebody is materially poor, of course, we help out as much, whatever is possible by our side, materially, right? That's what we do. When they're materially poor, we have a responsibility, particularly for those people who are around us, people who help us, physically who are around us. That's our responsibility. It's matter, right? Matter takes care of matter right there. You sitting here do not take care of somebody in Africa physically. The physical needs. Somebody else there needs to take care. There's a good reason physically they're born there. They've been nurtured by that environment there. There's a good reason somebody took an environment there as part of law of cause and effect, because they'll be nurtured by that environment there to experience something. So physically rich, we take care of people around us. I mean, physically, materially poor, we take care of people around us. That's our responsibility. People at our home, people who are helping us, they're there around, they see them, we take care of them. Yes, okay, they don't have food, we don't have clothes, they don't have something. Our fundamental responsibility to help them to the extent possible. Not necessarily by writing checks to somebody somewhere. Spiritually, materially rich, we make friendships with them. Anyway, they've got sufficient. What can you give to them? They're sufficient. Make friendship with them. Because friendship is there with everybody. That's a new mantra for us. We make friendship with everybody. If somebody is material rich, friendship. But now apply the other filter. Now somebody is spiritually rich and spiritually poor. These are not mutually exclusive. Now, when we meet somebody spiritually rich and spiritually poor, we already know breath mindfulness meditation. We are rich spiritually. We already have understood so many concepts. We are super rich spiritually. We are practicing for now. By the time the program finishes, 40 days. That's a mandala. That's like Hanuman Chalisa. We've finished. We've done a major diksha. That we are so super enriched with spirituality, the understanding of it, the experience of it. So when we meet somebody who does not have that, we give it all away to them. Materially, we give a little bit what we feel, it doesn't matter. But spiritually, we give it all away. We put everything right in front and say, look, it's like this. Come take it. That is not the time to hold back at all. We cannot be old self. And then when people come to our home, for example, they are spiritually poor and still the old way, oh, they will come, sit down. I'll give you cashew. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. Hey, come on. What do you think? I'll put all of them and then not speak a few words about spirituality to them because I don't know what they think about it. We're doing completely, our responsibility is not fulfilled. We must leave that part out, materially poor thinking, whatever that is, leave that part out. First of all, spiritually rich means we take every attempt, every action to make them understand, give them that anapanasati, give them this concept. Put it all out there. And we have somebody just to impress upon them, to make friendships with them. We do a lot of things now. We give gifts, we give all of that. Now, that's not what we're doing. To make friendships here, we give everything that we have, the spiritual knowledge we have. We give that because that will be an eternal, everlasting friendship. I know it. Vinitaji will be a great friend to me forever. It's not possible to not be. Shaji in the making, she is a great friend. It's going to happen. It's the same thing. What we give matter, but here we're giving this knowledge which is unlimited. It is a pretty simple concept, right? Matter so little, 0.01%, energy infinite. And we got that energy, which is the spiritual understanding. And so we give that, then we got to make infinitely large and deep friendship. So when we meet spiritually poor, it's a relative term, right? Then we are giving away, friends, everything that we have. That's not the time to hold back at all. It's not the time to hold back. We give it away. We find ways. Now, when we meet spiritually rich people, when we find, then what do? We take everything from them. We take whatever they have. We make it. We want to be very, very highly receptive because we are greedy there. We can be super greedy. Not on the material side. When we meet material rich people, make friendship. That's it. We don't need to be there at all. That's fine. We understand the difference. We don't need their money. We don't need them. But make friendship. Can be useful somewhere. Like, you do friendship with anywhere. They may need you and you may need them. It's okay. Just friendship. But spiritually rich people, we are taking whatever that we can take. We don't, again, there's no inaction there. So a few things that we don't do is to go on talking to them. Be as quiet as possible, be as receptive as possible. And so then whatever they have, they'll offer to us. Whatever they have, they'll offer to us. Be as receptive. If we go to a conference and then we meet a great Himalayan yogi, then we go to them and say, sir, I've done this anaphorastic meditation. This is comes, that comes, this comes, and I've done so many books. I've done 100 books, and this one. Go on talking for 10 minutes. So unko time kuch nahi milega. Whatever 10 minutes he had in the break time is all gone in you filling him up only. And what do we get? Nothing. We get nothing. We try to impress people always. That's not the time to impress people. The time to impress people is to those who are spiritually poor, so that they take something from you. But spiritual rich, we have to be like this. Tell me. I've seen Patriji like this many times. Now, who is spiritually rich? Every meditator is spiritually rich. Everybody has something to offer because everybody's experiences are different. Everybody's experiences are different. Nobody is lesser. Everybody is the same consciousness. If they're sincerely practicing meditation, then they have something to offer. We are keenly there, asking one question. Sir, can you tell us a little bit more about your meditation? How do you do your practice? What is that? What experience are you having? How could you make this? We could ask simple questions, but then we are constantly waiting to receive, but not try to fill them. It's called surrender. Means we are at absolute zero state, so that our cup has to be empty at that time. Empty so that somebody can pour in, and then spiritually poor, we are full, that we are overflowing, we got to give it off to them, so that it becomes empty again. All right, friends. We don't have to reject anybody. We don't have to go about taking care. The material aspect becomes minimalistic. Because that is little, this is super, this is significant. But we do take care, we have responsibility, people next to us, we have to take care of them. If they have a challenge, they'll come to us, we take care of them. If we notice they need some help, we give them. That's about it. That's about it. So then we sure are enriching ourselves, dear friends. We are going to absolutely enrich, because we are now going to attract different people into our lives. Because everything is based on our thought and reflection of what we are here. And so we're going to attract different people. And they are more attentive, then we know who is coming in, how do we respond to them. We respond to them. So let's go into meditation once again. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. Relax your body. We're practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to, with our eyes closed, observe our normal natural breath to go into meditative states. To rest our mind, to experience that energy field, to connect with that energy field. So as you see in the picture, you sit comfortably in the chair or on the floor, with your eyes closed, observe your breath. And in case you have thoughts at any point during this process, bring your attention back to the breath. When you observe the breath slowly, we slowly become empty, or we may experience some kind of sensation or energy in the body. And be a witness to that. Witness to that emptiness, witness to that energy, witness to that sensation. There is no interpretation. Be a witness, just observe it. But in case you have thought, bring your attention back to the breath. And again, slowly, you'll go into that states of meditation or an empty states. So it's called breath mindfulness meditation. Welcome to anybody who is new. It is very, very simple to do it. Thoughts will keep coming. And when thoughts come, do not be disappointed. And continue to bring your attention back to the breath. And so you're going to train your mind as part of this process. Now, before we do this, we're doing something called heart elevation. process. Just follow my guidance. It's very, very simple. Do it for a few minutes, and then we are going into breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends.
Dear friends, keep your hands on your chest area. With your eyes closed, rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. Can you feel your beautiful heart with that breath energy? Breathe more. And feel your sacred heart, which is the seat of all emotions. Which is binding, which is expanding all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. Feel the love, the gratitude inside your beautiful heart. Relive a moment from your life of love, of gratitude. Can you feel more of that love energy? Of that gratitude energy? And allow to expand your heart center. We're all connected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, connected with each other. Yet we are here for our own experience of life. Our experiences are multiplied more and more as we become one with everything and everybody more and more. That is the nature of the reality. love, gratitude, compassion, appreciation, adventure, or all the way to become one with everybody again. Feel the love energy inside the beautiful heart, and radiate that energy onto every corner of this planet Earth. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows, dear friend. Friends, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers. Rest your hands comfortably in your lap. And observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. With your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap. And observe become one with your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is empty, observe any sensations in your body. Everything that happens in meditation is absolutely safe. And as you are merging into your breath, can you become aware of the emptiness inside you, all around your body, occupying your room, the more you let go, you can become one with that emptiness inside you, all around you. Allow yourself to go into the infinite depths of that emptiness, spreading far and wide, beyond your room, into the edges of this universe. We are less matter and more emptiness and energy. Stay aware of that emptiness where there is no body, where there is no thing, where there's no place and no time. Become aware of that emptiness on your left side. Become aware of that void, that blackness, that emptiness, whatever that may be, on your right side. That's quantum energy field. All emptiness is energy. Connected as a singular field with infinite possibilities and opportunities. Everything we have ever experienced or will experience is here in the form of energy, waiting to happen into a physical reality. the longer we stay in this field as no body, as no thing, the more possibilities we receive into our life. Stay aware of that emptiness. And of that energy. Has no body. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that emptiness inside you, all around you, where everything is connected to everything else. And experience your wholeness again. You feel your divine self. beautiful life. Can you be grateful to your parents for giving us this
Okay, friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. We went longer today. So Saturdays we are inviting more guests. Who are leadership roles are able to influence or are looking to take meditation in a larger way. So today we're listening. Do you have Nilma, madam? Okay, so while we are waiting here, anybody would like to share? Yes, I see now, madam there. Yes, Lakshmiji.
Namaskaram, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So first of all, thank you for this wonderful meditation and also for the recommendation of that placebo book. So compounded with that, he insists that when you're sitting down for meditation, take it seriously, So you really want to go to the other side or you just want to stay put where you are? So I've really been putting that into practice and it's been very nice. I have a query here, if you're okay, if I can ask here.
Yes.
What happens is, I do certain practices, other practices also normally. And after this meditation, by both morning and evening, I don't feel like doing anything. I just feel like being within myself. And if somebody talks, I find it very irritating, actually. I mean, just keep quiet and let me be in silence. That kind of a thing is coming. I know it's not nice, but I really don't want to hear anybody talking. I just want to just stay put within myself. I don't know whether it's the right thing to do, being a householder and things like that. Yeah.
Madam, this is, you're progressing fast. That stage is going to come to everybody.
Thank you.
And it is part of the process. The stage is going to come. That is a switch from matter to energy. There is so much to experience, and so we want to be there. Suddenly, everything that we're doing day to day can appear. What's the point? It's only a switch, though. It's only a temporary switch. So it is natural that you feel that way. It's important, that's why, to be in the company of other masters, and of course, family support is necessary for a few days. They may not understand, And when they don't understand, then we have to understand ourselves through others' experiences so that we're still what we are. What's happening for the better? This is called the change in the middle is messy. This is that thing, that stage. Little bit messy it can get. Okay. But it is a stage, it's a switch that we're going to take through. If you're feeling that now meditation later, and so yeah, group lunches, cooking, okay, can I do later? All that, or you go for a movie and you do that, I'll want to just stay here. You go into the groceries, I'll stay. All of this can come. Okay. But it only means that we are making the switch. But as soon as we make the switch, then that plant outside, that butterfly outside, that hill outside your area becomes so beautiful. It's full of energy. Until then, we wait. Right now, it's just another plant. Right now, it's just another thing out there. But once you make the switch, that is not just not a plant, that's real consciousness. You'll feel it, the energy. So then your cooking will become beautiful. You're going to jump in like a master of this body and the master of energy. So master of the body, you're going to jump in the matter. You'll do everything you want to do most perfectly. Seeking excellence. You want to cook greatly with energy. You want to cook new things. They'll be surprised. They'll say, wow, where is all your talent gone? All of this come back. But just a process. So keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So please keep sharing your experience. That's all I'd like you to do, is to keep sharing experience with the facilitator, and do call me, madam. So I'll be happy to keep chatting with you. Okay. All right. And then slowly we explain to the family when these things happen. You're right. Jodi Dispenza said, if you're sitting, sit down seriously. Don't do half-hearted. Sit down seriously. You tell your body, I am the master today. I'm just sitting down. And when you tell your mind, no matter what you're going to do, I'm going to sit down. Right? Yes.
There's one more thing I want to share. In episode 6, you told us in the morning batch, I'm starting from beginning. Morning batch, episode 6, you told, don't do half-heartedly, switch on your videos, to show that. So that's why I switched on the video for this session. Okay.
Wonderful. Yes, that's what it meant.
Thank you.
Many much. Thank you. Yes, friends. Hi, Nilma Garu. Thank you for joining.
Namaste.
Yes. Okay. So there is 2 videos there. There's a confusion. Great to have you here. Always good to hear from you. Yes, Ratnavel, please.
Yep. Thank you, Chandra sir, for having a wonderful meditation today evening. And friends, here is a woman, one mindfulness leader, who deeply feel that she's lucky enough to come across the wonderful gift in life, that is meditation. She has started the meditation from soul trance before Buddha CEO. She strongly advocates that always conquer the inner world to make the difference in the outer world. Nilima Nalam, currently based out of Toronto region, Canada, she holds engineering degree and MBA in IIM Bangalore. She is information technology person and general management professional with 24 years of experience in delivering technology-led business solutions in global delivery model. And she's an evangelist on disruptive innovation business model and actively mentor the startups. And Nilima Nalam started the meditation practice about 6 months back, and she would like to take us through her transformation journey. And I love her, the talking, like when she started sharing the experience and many manifestation experiences, and how she overcome the challenges, personal challenges, and how that actually led a wonderful life, right? And the synchronicities. We would love to hear from her in today's evening session. Over to you, Nilima. Thank you.
Thank you, Ratnavel. Thanks to the Buddha CEO Foundation, Chandra sir, and everyone here for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences and my meditation journey. So I started my meditation journey way back in 2019 at Soul Trance, Bangalore. So around that time, I just lost my father, and my mother was not keeping well. She got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and I wanted to kind of check out, if meditation is going to help her calm her down and make her feel better, because her condition was kind of getting, it was degenerating day by day. She used to forget a lot of things, and she was actually starting to feel a difficulty in managing day-to-day activities. So when I, initially took her to Soul Trends, she was able to meditate, but she could not sit for longer time, beyond 4 or 5 minutes. She couldn't focus, and she would start talking. So that's when I thought, let me understand the science of meditation so that I can help her. And then the initial few sessions were not conducted by Chandra sir. And one of the weekends, Chandra sir, started explaining about the entire science behind meditation and quantum creation. And then I immediately got latched on to the subject. And since then, there was no looking back. So if I were to say, I have changed as a person, there has been a tremendous transformation. I've become more calm, quiet, and composed. And then respect to running my household, my earlier used to do a lot of multitasking. And there used to be a lot of yelling because I had 2 young teenagers at home at that point of time. Whereas now I kind of, you can see that the kids and all, they kind of listen to me, or, I'm able to guide them much better, ever since I started meditation. So this is one of the aspects on the family front where I've been able to manage it really better. And 2 is, I feel, in spite of whatever situation we are going through in life, we need some anchor. So we need something, which can actually keep us grounded, which can kind of help us understand, what our next step should be. I think by doing regular meditation practice, it gives us that anchor, it gives us that direction in terms of what we should be doing. In the sense that it'll help us understand where we are, it'll level us down and prepare us for optimal performance in whatever, field or whatever area we would like to work on. It could be, cooking for the family. It could be guiding our children. It could be being more effective at the workplace, and or any other activities we would like to do. So some of the takeaways from my end are, one is with respect to the books that are being suggested as part of our inner growth. So these books are very helpful, especially the books by Joe Dispenza, and then The Celestial Prophecy, and some of the book recommendations from Chandra sir, like Good to Great, Built to Last. These are about organizational psychology, leadership, which will help us, kind of understand where we stand and how we need to groom our teams for optimal performance. Then moving on to my meditation experiences, I would say initially when I started meditation way back, there was a lot of confusion in terms of what we can do for guiding our children. So around this time, my daughter was about 18 years old, and she was applying for universities abroad. And she kind of depended on me for her guidance, for guidance in terms of where she needs to apply and the entire application process itself is a little complicated when you want to apply for undergrad studies abroad. So during the process, we all wanted to be together. We all wanted to be co-located as a family. And then she had a wish to be in Canada in the Waterloo region. And, because me and my husband at that point of time, we were based out of Bangalore. We had a full-fledged setup in Bangalore. We weren't sure, if her dream will come true. But then we believed in the process. The entire manifestation techniques that were taught here, I diligently practiced. And I can, you can see that we are currently here in Toronto, Waterloo region, where all of us are together here as a family. So the entire manifestation process, vision boarding, where, we were clearly able to find out what our priorities should be, what our goals should be, visualizing. I would say the magic, the way it unfolds, that itself can be very amazing, in the sense that the synchronicities that start happening, especially when with diligent regular practice. So I wouldn't give up my meditation practice for anything. I ensure that, in spite of having a very busy day, I make sure that I take out time and then sit and meditate, though I'm not joining some of these sessions when they're being conducted. Yes, it's been very beautiful. Life has become very beautiful, and I'm looking forward for many more, experiences and journeys.
Thank you, Nilabhaji. So how are you applying what you think is what we create, day to day?
Yeah, so let me take an example of our recent move to the Waterloo area in Canada. This happened about a year back. So when it comes to application, at that point of time, when we wanted to move here, there was no opportunity in my organization in Toronto. And my daughter got an admission. She initially traveled. But then what happened was I was able to align myself, my thoughts in such a way that, I kind of visualized that we are all together. And then at the workplace, whatever connections I made, I consciously made in such a way that they would feel that, my presence in Toronto would actually, help the organization, help the current team for a better performance. Okay. So basically, I would say that, you're more open to opportunities. You're more open for experimentation when you are in this state of mind. So the opportunities will start naturally flowing, into your domain, so that, you'll quickly latch on and move on. And then things start happening. The second thing is the fearlessness part, where you're not fearful any longer to express your ideas, to kind of go talk to your superiors or talk to your managers about what the next opportunity would be, how you can contribute, what value you'll bring to the table. That fearlessness will kind of additionally given a lot of other opportunities for you to shine.
Wonderful. I think it's so important in leadership roles, particularly where the only expectation is that you do, and as normally said, hey, come on, you have to think of the company. It's very easily said. Junior employees will say, okay, they want to do something they want, and so they're given. As senior leadership, you do what company requires you to do, a standard phrase used. And so you end up doing that. I think it's important we express what we need and then what satisfies us.
Yeah. So if I were to put it, there is something called sphere of control and sphere of influence. Okay, all of us must have heard about this concept, right? Sphere of control is something that is in our control, like, for example, our fitness or our health or our regular meditation practice, or, how we express our gratitude, our attitude towards life. These are in our sphere of control, and our sphere of influence is with our extended family, like our kids, our husband, or what is happening around the world, or what happens in the larger context of organizations. So with meditation, I would say our ability to control, have a better control on the activities that are in our sphere of control becomes a lot more higher compared to, a person who doesn't meditate. So, for example, I ensure that, I go to the gym every day, at least, 4 to 5 days in a week. I meditate. I have to read a book every day. These are some of the things that are in my control. So it becomes more and more, focused when we meditate, because we know what we're doing, what it's going to give us, and that ability to stay focused on our goals increases multifold.
Thank you, Nilamaji. How did you board that flight where you're narrating the experience of your thoughts created in central scenarios?
So this was in October of last year. I went to the city of New York for a business meeting. Given that, I've spent some time in New York earlier in my career, I had a lot of friends, and I really liked being in the city. So it was a very nice, relaxed 2 days with friends and meeting some family members. So the day I was supposed to return back from New York to my house in Toronto, I kind of started to the airport about 2.5 hours before my flight was about to leave. Okay. Usually the place where I stayed in New York to the airport, it should take about 20 minutes. But then that day, there was unexpected traffic, and I was stuck in traffic for about 45 minutes or so. So I thought, there's no way that I'm going to, catch the flight. So I was really, I confused, and then I was very anxious whether I'll be able to make it for that flight or not. And around the same time, these meetings started happening right after, all the COVID restrictions were lifted. And this was my first travel after COVID. So I was a little anxious. And then I came to know that 2 people from the meeting, the workshop that I attended, also, got tested positive for COVID. So if I were to, stay back in New York, then I will have to possibly quarantine myself. I wasn't sure, what the plan of action should be if I were to, stay back there as well. Then the initial reaction was confusion. So I called my husband, I called my brother, who was also in the New York area, to see if, if I have to reschedule my flight, or if I should extend my hotel. We were actually looking out for options because the traffic was so bad that, there is no way that I can go and catch the flight. Then after a few minutes, I felt, there isn't anything in my control. Let me start experimenting with the situation. Okay. So there is this book called Mind to Matter, which was recommended. And there's a story in it called Keys in the Ocean. It just, struck me that, I remembered this story, and I thought, why not? Let me start experimenting. because being students of science, everything is a hypothesis for us, right? Until it's proven. So then I immediately plugged on my headphones, and then I listened to some meditation music for about 20-25 minutes. I told my husband not to worry about me, I'll figure out, what the next plan should be. And I also told the cab driver that there's no change in plan and we can head to the airport. So I meditated for about 20-25 minutes. I visualized that, that I'm boarding the same flight as planned. I didn't let any negative thoughts or negative feelings impact me in those 25-30 minutes. And I had the state of mind. I had the same state of mind after, finishing my meditation. I was really hopeful that I'll be able to make to that flight. So by the time I reached the airport, I had 50 minutes for the flight to take off. And then I went to the counter, and near the counter, I got a ticket for another flight, which would take off in another 7-8 hours. So they've canceled my earlier flight ticket. And in spite of that, I asked at the counter, if I will be able to, go and board that flight if there is a chance that I can make it to the gate. They said, we've ticketed you for the next flight, but there is still an option where you can, go and check near the gate. If they have some place, they'll probably let you in. So I didn't panic at that point also. I thought, let me give a try. Let me go check, whether there is an opportunity, there is a chance. But throughout the process, I kept on visualizing that, I'm making it to that flight. I'm reaching home as planned. And I was at the gate, we had about 25-30 minutes, for the flight to take off. I explained my situation at the counter. I showed them my ticket, and I showed them my earlier ticket as well. And they had some 10 to 12 people standing in the queue there. They were the last set of people to board the flight. Then the entire set of people who were in the queue, they boarded in the next 4 or 5 minutes. And they started announcing for a name. So there is this particular person who checked in, but who couldn't make it. So they waited for that particular person for 2 or 3 minutes. They looked at me and they said, "Madam, that person has not turned up. So you please go ahead and take your flight." And I was in the flight. The flight took off, 20 minutes before takeoff, I was in the flight. And then I reached home as planned. So this was, something, it could be this particular incident could have happened for anyone, given that, sometimes we experience these kind of events in our lives. But then I felt, I kind of consciously created it myself. So many improbable events all collapsing together and making it happen is something, that I experienced for the first time, especially for something as trivial as boarding a flight and, reaching home on time. So that kind of my belief in meditation and this whole process kind of increased multifold after that experience. And yes, sir. So it's not that, we can apply some of these concepts only for, only for emotional or specific, aspects of our life. It can happen for something as trivial as boarding a flight also.
Yes, it can be trivial, it can be huge.
Yes.
If you're making a $1 billion deal, it's very huge.
Yes.
If you promise your son that you're going to be showing up on a birthday evening, it is very huge, right?
Yes.
Yes, madam. I think, the concept is that now, can I be, our subconscious is always impressing upon to the superconscious or the whole energy field, with its feeling of what we are feeling. The key was our ability to stay in that positive state. And many leaders are doing it always. Always they have this ability, because in their past they must have done a lot of meditation, they have a lot of awareness. And so here, everybody can build the same awareness through meditation. That's really where meditation is making the difference. To be in that state of abundance and the state of calm and peace, that yes, I'm making what is necessary for me right now, right? And the rest is we leave it to the result. If you are in the state, if it happens, great. If it not happens, it's still fine. That is the state you are in, necessarily. It's key, always. And we got to get to that state. So thank you.
So,
yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So we move from a state of regret to a state of control, because, we are designing it. We are creating those set of events for ourselves.
Yes. Regret to control. Yes. Resistance to acceptance. Either way. So thank you, Garu, for sharing your experience, friends. Your future plans. How are you planning to take this to?
Yeah.
How are you amplifying this message? As my last question.
So, the initial days of my meditation, especially when I started in Bangalore Soul Trends, I had a very strong intuition that, I'll be very instrumental. I'll become instrumental in constructing of a meditation center, a wellness center, somewhere. Okay. So I started intuitively feeling that, it'll be somewhere in North America, in, Canada. So I felt that pull, okay, to move to Canada. And, as I've said, my daughter got her admission for her undergrad in Canada. We have moved to Canada. Now we've kind of been able to move our work-wise also. We are now here, and I'm actually, interacting with more like-minded people. So I feel that, all this is part of the grand vision, and I am on that journey to kind of realize whatever vision, whatever thoughts have been presented with.
Okay. So we'll see a big pyramid. We'll all come there in very soon. Through your big meditation center, they're going to build there. Then we will be there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Say it loud. This is going to happen.
Yes, sir.
All right. So thank you much, madam. And Mr. Michael, you have any observation? Yes.
It was very, very good session today and very interesting history. Just that when you were going to the gate, you had to believe somewhere that it was possible that you could still catch that flight, and that allows you to try. I remember an experience I had very long ago where I lost something. I lost, it was a pencil, a mechanical pencil I'd used for many years. I'd lost it. And I knew I'd lost it at the side of the road where my car broke down, and I had used it, I'd taken it out. But anyway, I went back to the side of the road because something in me thought, maybe I'll find it. And it was kind of crazy because it was so unlikely that I would find this thing. But I did. It was there. And I thought for many times I went back to that. It was only that somewhere I thought it was possible that made me go back and look for it. And I was rewarded for that belief. Because something that is very improbable, if you believe it's possible and just try, you may very well be rewarded. So thank you. Thank you for sharing your story, and good luck in Toronto. It's a beautiful city.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are not too far from each other, seems like.
No, not too far. I'm in Boston, but I had lived in Detroit, and I would visit Toronto often.
I see. So there you go. Here there is some other connection is being made here in her pursuit of her bigger vision to happen. That's wonderful.
Visit your center. Perhaps I'll visit your center someday.
Yeah. In you brought a very important story. That sounded like the key story. Please do read Mind to Matter book by Dawson Church. Amazing book. Amazing book. You already have it? Yeah, I thought you were going to show me the book.
No, I'm getting my list to make sure I have it on my list.
Yes. It's just amazing.
Yes, I have it on the list from earlier.
Yes. Mind to Matter by Dawson Church is the best book that in my list of books of science with spirituality, many concepts explained in one book with several stories. You Are the Placebo goes deep down on health, whereas Mind to Matter just cuts across so many concepts of all things and with stories. It is amazing. I'm still always trying to figure out how can Dawson Church get so much packed into one book with such short stories, so it doesn't lose attention of audience. It's amazing. Please do read. Yes, thank you. Vinita madam, looking at you, we feel like very cozy. So what is cold in Delhi?
Good evening, sir. Actually, today only in the evening, the weather has changed somehow. So again, a bit weather has dropped, the temperature has dropped. So I thought better if you're sitting, be cozy. And it was great to hear Nilima's story, it was so insightful, beautiful, like experiences. And, it is a kind of inspiration also that how, you keep visualizing what you want so that it leads to actual creation also. And very frankly, just remembering your incidents, even I remember when I first went to Pyramid Valley, I saw Chandra sir, giving beautiful lecture over there. And I just randomly visualized that, okay, one day would come when I can also give a lecture somewhere and people would be clapping like him. So, and, I attended in March, and in May, might be May or April end, I got an opportunity to take a session in London. And the same thing I was thinking, see, at times, you are not consciously, you just you get fascination by this idea and you visualize something. And actually, when you pay attention, it leads to creation. So I think beautiful session and very inspiring.
That's wonderful. As a family, when they had to move, they were not compromising. See, a lot of us compromise and say, okay, now I'm going from here to there. So, okay, fine, I'll take any job, I'll take anything. But that's not that okay. So then versus, then that's what we create. Versus then you're actually still continuing to visualize what you're looking to have, what your interests are. That's what they've done. Her husband got his stuff the way he wanted it. She got it, still a better role in a finance role, a better role that is going there, instead of being into a second, because headquarters is somewhere here, right? Whatever. And so then like that, the children getting it, I think that's a creation. It's probably going to get detail of it later at some point. So thank you. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've well crossed the time, right? So yes. Possibly in another session. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you all. So friends, so we'll meet you tomorrow for our Sunday long meditation. So until then, have a great weekend. Thank you.
Everybody gets a soul. Everybody gets a mind. To let them know that we can be smart We can be kind, and we can be living by giving and loving all the time. So on the days when it's feeling tough, and it seems like you don't have enough, well, let's be thankful for our friends and family, and grateful for the air that we breathe, and appreciate everything that we have today. Let's be generous to anyone who has less than us. It's good to be compassionate, 'cause ever since the day you were born, yeah, we've got a lot to be thankful for. Yeah, we've got a lot to be thankful for.